Today on Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools, we'll show you which TCS teachers were honored at the recent Apple Awards. Plus, the ITCS Foundation also honored TCS teachers. And 2 Northridge High School student athletes will further their educations and compete in athletics at the next level. Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools starts now. Hi, thanks for joining us today on Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools. I'm Eddie McClinton. Each December, the ITCS Foundation honors 1 elementary and middle school teacher from all city, county, and private schools. See who Terry Sabin recognized this year.
This is a great way to kick off the holiday season. Our ITCS Foundation, this is our 5th annual Teacher Appreciation Event. And we have 50 teachers here from city and county schools who were nominated by their principals for not only their great work in the classroom, but what they do to help children outside of the classroom. And really, that's what ITCS is all about. Nick would have loved to have been here, but he's recruiting in Tennessee today. So Scott Cochran came and gave us a little inspirational speech. What's really nice is that all of our donors were able to contribute to this, and each teacher is given gift cards for $500 so that they can spend money at Target and Walmart and Honey Baked Ham, and they can kind of kick off their holiday season with that. And it's to show our appreciation for teachers and what they do. So Merry Christmas and Roll Tide.
One of the highlights every year is the annual TCS Apple Awards. All city schools nominate employees for recognition. Now let's take a look at some of these outstanding teachers in action.
There are a lot of different reasons I love to teach. The first reason is that I have a small little role in changing the world. I get to inspire and teach and motivate future leaders in America, and I think that's really, really important. And also, it's about lighting that fire, and when I see that and students understand what they're learning, it's exciting.
My passion comes from them learning and growing as students, and I also wanted to show them that it doesn't matter your circumstances because it doesn't dictate the success that you have. And when they finally realize they can and they get that, oh, I did it, Miss Ivy, that's my joy right there every day, to let me know that they're doing exactly what they need to be doing in order to be successful.
I always loved school. I always wanted to learn, and I always wanted to help someone else to know as much as I did, even more. I love to see them come alive, and I love to see their success stories. I love to see them go on and do great things, and I'm glad that I'm a part of that. I love that aha moment. I love to see a child who struggled, become successful and feel that they're confident enough to succeed. That's like the best feeling in the world. That's better than money.
I love teaching because I get to shape the minds of our youth positively. I want my kids to experience success not only in the classroom but in the real world, and I try to facilitate that success every single day. Seeing a kid's aha moment is just indescribable. They know that, yeah, Miss Wallace wants us to learn, but she also cares about me too.
I love to teach because I love seeing those beautiful smiling faces when they're learning something new. I like to see when they've learned something and they're clear on what's going on, and I just like to know when I have taught them something, so it makes me feel really good. Oh yeah, that aha moment, that's the best, because it's like, oh yeah, and I love to see that because it makes me know that I've done something positive.
It's mainly the kids, you know. Everything I do is for the kids, you know. Being able to teach my kids something new every single day is, you know, just something I enjoy doing. You know, they respond to me very well. You know, I don't consider teaching I don't want to say it's a job really. I consider it more of an opportunity to, you know, make an impact in my kids' lives. And you have to have a love for the job. If you don't have a love for the job, it's hard to do what you do. I think it's a true calling.
I'm very honored and very humble that my colleagues chose me to be Alabama State Teacher of the Year for Northridge High School. I simply teach because I love working with kids. I love working with students and molding their minds. I love the content I teach. Math, I love everything about math. I love seeing students understand new concepts built from the concepts that they've already learned.
And physical education was a major part of my joy going to school, and honestly, that became the dream of mine, was to be in a position to where I can be able to teach and pass on what I know about sports to other children. You know, I try to have patience. I try to be happy and enthusiastic and smiling all the time.
I love to teach because it's me. It's my passion. I love the idea that I can use teaching, my passion, to help children. I love learning, and I can use my passion for learning to help the children every single day they enter my classroom, as I believe that teaching is and can be exciting and fun, and I try to incorporate it into the classroom for the children. Just let them know that they can and will succeed.
I love learning myself, and from an early age I enjoyed school. I had teachers that nurtured the fact that I love to learn, and I wanted to be able to do that for the next set of kids, the next set of people that's going to be our community. Specifically, I do love math. It is logical to me, it makes sense, and I feel like it changes how people can think critically, and I think that's very, very important.
I love my job because, one, my goal in life in general is just to make a difference, and so I feel like this is a great place to do that, not only in the kids' lives and not only with academics, but just in every aspect, being able to make a difference in the students' lives, parents, the community, the lives of the people that I work with, just to make a difference and be a part of a team.
I love teaching because I feel like it is just my calling to help students learn that learning is exciting. Learning is very exciting, and I want to inspire them to be lifelong learners and keep on developing and growing after they leave me. The way that I feel when I'm with my students, I get excited myself with learning, and so I think that by them seeing me get excited, then they also get excited as well.
The kids keep me young, they're energetic, they're youthful, and they keep me energetic and youthful. I come in and I get hugs every morning. That's probably one of my favorite aspects, is the children. I get called mama and grandma a lot because they feel so comfortable in my classroom. They feel like they're at home. I hope they see someone that's fun and that they want to listen to.
It is a great honor to be nominated as Teacher of the Year. If I did not have any students, I would not be inspired. So that's what I work toward, is the inspiration of the students and attempting to get them to find what it is that their life needs for fulfillment. And if I can help them do that, then I feel like I've been successful.
I love to teach because I like to share my passion for art with my students. I love teaching them about art, showing them how artists do stuff. I like to collaborate with my other teachers and work in the science and the math and the reading, and that gives the kids like a real world connection with art.
I love the entire process of teaching. I can't necessarily narrow it down to one item. I love, first of all, just creating an environment in which they can ask questions and they feel comfortable and can collaborate. But then I also love providing challenging expectations for them in the classroom. I love making sure that I'm there for them with their struggles along the way. And I love just seeing the creativity and the uniqueness of every child.
First of all, I have great kids. Second of all, I definitely want my room to be a safe space, community setting where they feel like they're coming into a very comfortable yet strong academic learning environment where they're valued. The curriculum that I'm able to work with, the subjects I'm able to teach, I love that. Again, with the Tuscaloosa City School Systems, all the resources available to us and the support makes it even better.
I look for those aha moments, even though it was something very minute or little. I love the written word, and I want my students to love the written word. I love rhetoric. You know, we talk a lot about connotation and what do things mean, and I just want them to love the written word and know that they can, you know, do so many different things with the English language.
I'm called to teach. I think anytime you're able to do something that really nourishes your calling, you're going to get a lot of satisfaction from that. I feel like it's so critical to invest in these students' lives, and so I'm honestly like just honored that I get to be here every day with these kids, you know, speaking those words of life in them and helping them learn those valuable life skills.
I teach because every student in here, all 21 of them, has a goal, and I get to be a part of their mission to achieve those. My goal is to challenge each student where they are, figure out where they are, and then figure out what they need. I love all 21 of them. They each have their own story, their own little personalities, and they're why I come to work every day. It's challenging, but they're why I'm here.
Teaching gives me the opportunity to give students a chance to learn new things, to explore things that they might not see outside of the classroom. I love working with my students, getting to watch them grow academically and seeing them move forward and move on to middle school.
It's super important to build relationships with students because, you know, to me that's one of the best parts of the job is creating and forming that bond with your students. Just to get to know them on a personal level and they know a little bit more about you. It gets them more engaged in the class. You know, you're not just a stranger that's standing in front of them and they're not strangers to you. It just definitely puts a personal touch to it.
We'll be back with more of our fantastic teachers in just a moment. Stick around, you're watching Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools.
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how City School students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.
Yeah, I'm here from Dayton, Ohio. I'm not from here. I had a cousin who was actually wanting to do hair, and so she kind of hit me with the idea like, hey, let's go to hair school. And I'm like, no. I kind of got persuaded into the hair, and I've been doing it ever since.
My name is Bonita Spates, and I'm a small business owner of Changing Faces Beauty Salon, North and South, and I'm also a bus driver. From the bus shop to the hair shop. We get in early, so I'm usually off my bus by 8:30, so it'll allow you to open your business early. And then I was new to the area, so it kind of made me get to know people, and driving the bus actually showed me around the area, so I learned a lot about Tuscaloosa driving the bus. A lot of people hold 2 jobs, but I hear a lot say they stay there, they love the kids, and the benefits are great. You know, people basically take advantage of people who are self-employed with benefits. Yeah, I've actually went to the doctor before, and the benefits were actually no good that I was paying for every week. So yeah, you have to watch out for that when you're self-employed. I can make the money doing hair, but the benefits, to have your benefits and be able to go to the doctor when you need to and stuff like that, and be able to insure my family. My name is Bonita Spates, and I'm a small business owner, and I'm also a bus driver.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the rest of our TCS teachers who were nominated for the Alabama Teacher of the Year or the Jacksonville State University Teacher Hall of Fame, including system winners.
Teacher really is my passion. I knew at an early age that I wanted to enter into a profession where I dealt with helping people. Soon after that, I decided that that profession would be teacher. I want them to see a role model. I want them to see someone who genuinely cares about them, not only as my students, but as children. I love the students here. I treat them just as I treat my own children.
I love the fact that they're eager to learn, that they're concerned when I'm here. When I'm not here, they want me to be here. It definitely is a service, and that warms me more than anything else. To see my past students say, this is my teacher from such and such, she taught me this is why I did this. I'm consistent, I'm loyal, and I'm generous. I'm consistently going to give you everything that I can at 110%.
I absolutely love teaching because I get to touch the lives of students, inspire them to do their very, very best to become as successful as they can be, to change our world, you know, to be a positive impact on our world. When I can earn their trust, they will listen to me, and I can better share with them my love of reading and my love of learning, so they'll be successful in life.
It's just fun to see the kids get excited about learning. I like to bring in a lot of outside things and bring in the real world so that they can do more than just paper pencil work. And it's fun to see them get excited. It gets real loud and busy in here sometimes, but I love it. That's when I feel like I know why I do this. You know, this is when I see that light in the eye that, oh, I get it. That makes it all worthwhile.
Man, this is what I love to do. This is my passion. I love teaching because I get to see the light bulbs go off. Every day somebody's learning something, and that's exciting to me. You have to definitely be called to do this job. You have to love what you do. You have to love the children. Building relationships is the most important thing of this whole learning process, because without building relationships with the community and the children and the parents, then the learning wouldn't take place at the level that you would want it to.
Our students care about their academics, they care about each other, and they want to know that the teacher cares about them. So just coming here each and every day, building that relationship, developing a rapport with the students is something that I place a lot of value in. You really want them to do what you ask them to do, whether it comes down to their academics or their behavior. And you want them to know that you sincerely and you truly care about them.
No one who's just an ordinary person could come and do this job. It takes a calling. I know it's a calling. And I really love it when they say, hey, I'm important, I'm valuable, I'm special. And that really helps them academically, because once you change your mindset about you, then you know that you can, because I don't let them tell me I can't, because you can.
You got to find out what they're interested in and kind of pull them in that way. And you got to build that sort of trust and that one-on-one with them, like you truly care about them. Whether that's out of school, going to their games, knowing that I truly care about them and that it's not just about giving them a grade. I want you to succeed, know what we're talking about, not for the grade, but you truly master it and understand it.
I just love being around the children, seeing them grow, have those light bulb moments, interacting with them on a daily basis, sharing my life's experiences with them. I want to be a role model for them in how I treat them every day in the classroom. My passion and my enthusiasm for learning, I hope that my passion for learning is infectious to them and that they in turn want to become lifelong learners also.
When they look at me, I want them to see someone that they can come to whenever they're having any type of difficulty, whether it be academically, socially, emotionally. I just want to be that person that they feel confident enough that they can come and talk to about anything. When building rapport with students, you have to make sure that you understand where they're coming from and be able to relate to them. That way, when there is something going on, they will feel comfortable to come to you no matter the circumstances.
I love the outcome at the end of the year, especially working with the pre-K and the kindergarten students, because they come in from really knowing nothing until some of them learning to read. So coming into my classroom, I want it to feel like it's their home away from home. And they can experiment and experience things that they may not ever have another chance to do.
Besides my love for children, every year you get to start again. And every day is something new, whether the children are learning something from me or I get something from them. It's refreshing to work with young people, and it keeps you active. When my children look at me, I want them to see someone who enjoys what they're doing.
I truly believe that this has been a calling for me, because I come from the business world, and previously, although I would do great things in my territory with sales, I didn't get that same inside feeling that I get now that I'm actually helping individuals who I know that one day will be the people who are in control of our country and helping to make decisions to help other people.
What makes me want to do what I do is the kids. Seeing when they get it and they're excited about something, it makes me want to get up and come here. Seeing that they can ask questions and solve problems and do things that I never thought I could do at 6 years old, and they amaze me every day. So that's why I get up and come here. I think kids won't work for you unless they like you. You get so much more out of a kid if they like you and you can get their attention and they know that you love them and that you are there for them.
I've always loved teaching. I've always known I wanted to be a teacher. And so, you know, it's a great feeling and a great opportunity to give back, you know, and to really just kind of, you know, express, you know, myself and be able to spread myself around to different generations of children, you know, and just being able to make an impact. Just making sure that you create an environment in your classroom where they know that they're loved and they're accepted. There's no judgment.
And I always wanted to work with children, so I felt like this was a great opportunity to be able to be a part of them being molded and shaped, because they are our future and we have to depend on them when they come of our age. So I love the children. They're special, they're wonderful, They're precious, they're so lovable, and they're like sponges, and they soak up so much, and you can just really mold and shape them into being great, great citizens.
I do pride myself on the fact that I feel like I have a very good relationship with my students. It's definitely a calling. It's something that you have to really love to do. It's not an 8-to-5 job. It's something that you think about all the time. Those inspirational things about teaching come to you at the most unusual times. It's something that's inside of you.
My favorite part is the process. When they've come to something that doesn't really make sense to them and they have to figure out how to make that make sense or how to make that work. And I want to be the one that gives them the tools to do that. And when I see that the little cogs turning in their head and they come up with, I could try it this way, I could try it that way. That part, the process, is what I love.
It makes my heart just feel so great when I see a former student and they come back and say, well, I have 100 in biology, or I'm using the notes that I took in your classroom, or your class was my favorite class, or I'm going into science. And it's awesome to know that you have a little part in so many people's lives. You have to let those kids know that you love them and that you care about them.
Not one day is the same. You cannot plan for any day to be the same. You have to be flexible, and then the impact that you're making on the students and their futures. In my class especially, teaching the life skills and knowing that they will leave my classroom having knowledge of how to take care of themselves when they get out of high school is a great
But it is a calling to want to bring this. It's not just bringing information, it's giving them the tools to be able to do stuff themselves. So being able to help these kids learn the things they can do, that they have the power to do it, that is a calling, yes. I'm really appreciated here, and that makes a big difference. That really makes you happy to come every day.
Oh, it keeps me young, you know, and I guess I love what I get to see with my kids because I get to take complicated things and have them work through it, and they're able to do it, and if they believe that they can't do something, I sort of inspire them enough to get to that point, but mostly just making a difference with these kids and helping them is what makes me love teaching, and my coworkers make my teaching great.
In sports action, 2 outstanding track and field athletes from Northridge High School have signed to compete in college.
I've been running for 6 years, and I always knew I wanted to go to school on a scholarship. I made sure I made it happen. Triple jump, long jump, the 200, and the 4x1. The atmosphere is it's very competitive, and it's a team sport, but it's an individual sport, so you know, you just work hard and it pays off. My teachers have meant everything. They've made sure they did what they could to help me, you know, succeed and be able to graduate and compete. So
I'm very excited. I'm ready for to compete at a collegiate level, you know, and go on with my track career. I do the 100, 200, 400, 4x1, 4x4, and long jump. I just like the rush, you know, when the gun goes off, you know, you just take off, you know. It's just an adrenaline rush, you know. It makes me very proud, you know. Coach Sparks, he's an awesome coach. You know, he taught me, you know, most of the stuff that I didn't know. He helped me with, you know, block work, stuff like that. He got me ready to compete at a high school level. Please make note that on our next show, we'll show you highlights from our outstanding support employees who were also honored at the Apple Awards. Well, to keep up with the latest TCS news and information, please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Thank you for watching this show and supporting local education. We'll see you next time.